Well, welcome everyone to another Daily Dani episode, and I'm super happy to introduce my next guest, which I have to say I'm a little bit stressed about because it's my very own boss, obviously the CEO and president of the Mutua Madrid Open. Gerard, welcome, and thank you for finding the time.
Pleasure. I'm your boss just for 2 weeks. You're lucky.
Well, actually, no. I have to say, and I've been saying it throughout, ever since I started to have this opportunity, that I am very, very lucky to have you as my boss, because the things I'm learning from you every single day and having a better understanding of what it takes to run an event of this magnitude. It's absolutely fantastic. Anyway, going back to the stress levels that I have interviewing you, because literally, I mean, not only we are great friends, but you are my boss of one of the biggest and most successful events that we have on the tour. How proud are you from where it came from?
No, I have to admit I'm very proud, yeah. First of all, very honored that you invite me on your very selective podcast, because I see all the guests that you have spoken to, so I feel very honored. Thank you. No, I'm proud because I was lucky to start this project from zero. So it's a little bit my baby, I have to admit, and I saw it grow since 2002 that we started this adventure in Madrid. And I have to say that it gives a certain and high level of satisfaction when you see that an event is evolving and different stages, and you look back and you see that great work has been achieved, not by me. It's a teamwork. Nobody can do something like this alone, and we forget sometimes that there is a big professional team behind, and I thank them. Mm-hmm. But it started 2002 as a men's event only, as you know, in another stadium in Madrid, and in 2009 we changed to this Caja Mágica, and we are the youngest Masters 1000 combined, the youngest one. If you look at the others, Monte Carlo, Rome, they are all 100, 120, 150, like grandparents' age. So we are young, and we are the tournament of the future. That's what we want to be, high-tech, young and innovative. So I think we have achieved that. We are seen a little bit as a young tournament, and we continue this path.
What are you most proud of, where the tournament is at this stage?
I think the rapidity or the fast development of the tournament since 2009, for me there is two chapters. First is the 2002-2008, where it was only men's, and then the development from 2009 to today. So in 16 years we are now the best tournament on the tour, ATP and WTA, and that's not me that says it. It's the ATP and WTA officials or the CEOs that tell me, Gerard, this is the most successful event on the tour, money-wise and revenue and so on, and satisfaction of partners, and that's, I think that makes you proud, because it's a fast development. No, we are young, we are still very young, and what is also very nice is to be innovative. I think we have to be in every part of the business, in different businesses. If a business is not innovative, doesn't create every year, it dies away, and we cannot live only on tradition. Tennis, of course, is tradition, we have to respect it, but we have been innovative in the sense that we tried the crazy blue clay in 2012. If you remember, we have the models, ball boys or ball models, I call them, male and female. We collaborate with Lacoste because their sports meets fashion, and it's a different product that we created here. When other tournaments, they say, no, the ball boys are sacred, we cannot touch. Why not? Why not try? Why not go out of the classical way and innovate? And that's why I think the young people identify with this event, because they see that we live a little bit in their generation, in their age. We are very high tech. We were the first tournament to do a partnership with Twitch, the channel, and we have every day we have DJ festival, concerts here. So the younger crowd feels identified with what we offer. Yeah, and that's what is important because we want to build the future.
I think what I feel is that you and our team have found incredible balance between keeping the tradition and always innovating as much as we possible. Going back to the tradition, I think one of the very rare facts, and I don't think too many tournaments have that by the time we start our first day of the tournament, we already start selling tickets for next year. Mm-hmm. So would you say that Madrid has become kind of a tradition that, yes, this is a thing to do in April? Yeah. Especially for even American tourists that come to Madrid to visit the beautiful city because it's spring. Okay, that's tennis as well.
Yeah. It's a set date that people have in their calendar, and they buy their ticket 1 year in advance. And the mayor, I had a meeting this morning with the mayor to talk about already the future also with him. And he said he was surprised. On Monday he was here because of the presentation of the tournament or the official opening. And he said, but it was full already on Monday when there was a qualification round. So the tournament is very much settled here. So people want to come to see the tennis, but they want also to have a good time because it's a social event inside the sports event, and that was the key of the success, to build a social event inside the sports event. We have a huge hospitality area that and people, this is the first terrace that opens in the spring, so it's a time also, people we get out of the winter, we go into spring, the weather is nice, good atmosphere, and the Spanish people like to enjoy life, live, have late dinners, have drinks, be on the terrace, spend time outside, and this is the cultural aspect of Spain. I have guests coming from America, and they say, so what time you have dinner? And today with the mayor, and he said, no, at 11 the restaurants are full. They said, what? At 11? But at 11 in New York is finished. At 2 o'clock we have people here still having drinks. No, it's a different cultural approach, but it's very pleasant. And Madrid is a booming city nowadays. It's the city is a destination. And last year the city gave us a prize or a recognition to be one of a tournament that attracts tourists to Madrid and promotes tourism to Madrid through the sports event.
Yeah, I think that's where we've got that winning combination, that it is a social event inside of a tennis tournament combined with visiting Madrid.
Yes,
in
exactly.
April. So it just doesn't get any better.
Yeah, and Madrid is a capital that is really becoming more international, opening up, and people, tourists discover Madrid when before they thought about other cities in Europe or even in Spain. It was Barcelona, I have to admit, but now Madrid is catching up compared to Barcelona, and many people want to come to Madrid and discover not only the sport event, of course Real Madrid is an attraction, but also the touristic attraction, the museums, we have famous museums, and the culinary approach also of Spanish cuisine.
Yeah, it's like when people come for touristic adventure, they come to the museum, they come for the food, and they come to watch tennis. So I think we got it there. Talking about the hospitality, one of, I think, the highlights of our tournament that I know you are very proud of, and I can only confirm that is the case. We do have the best food in the world by far on the tour. When did that tradition start? And when did you decide, okay, I want to make sure that the players, the guests, everyone has their best time possible as far as the hospitality
from
goes?
The first day, from the first day, 2002 already.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the concept to offer a culinary experience inside the sports event. And it was funny because when I started in 2002 and then I approached many companies to try to sell them the concept, a box with a culinary or the VIP, and my Spanish was not very good. They looked at me as if I had, drunk or smoked something, because they said, what is he telling? What are you talking about? Food from 5 continents and experience. They said, no, we don't understand. And then the first year when we opened the first area, and we invited a lot of people to show them the product. They said, wow, it was a wow effect.
Yep.
And that's what I like, the wow effect.
Yep.
And we have to keep every year to create a wow effect, because people want to be surprised. They want to see innovation. And also in the cuisine or in the hospitality area, we change the decoration every 3 years. Every 4 years we change the decoration, because we don't want the déjà vu effect. The déjà vu effect kills the envy, the appetite. So we are always on the lookout to innovate and to bring new things to the crowd, to the players also, and to the sponsors. Everyone has to. The three pillars in my concept are the players, the sponsors, the fans. The three are equally important to us, because when you satisfy all three, then it's a successful formula.
Talking about the players, how do you find that balance between, obviously, both our jobs is to serve as much as we possible, try to kind of fulfill their needs, but also to find the line where it's like, okay, you know what, this is just way too much, we just can't do that.
I think I'm
for both of us.
I'm in a privileged situation, or a rare situation, because I have the two hats. I'm tournament director, but I'm also a manager of players. Yep. And I've been
I'm asking.
For many years, 20 years, and I've managed players like Goran Ivanisevic, Marat Safin, Dinara Safina.
That's why I asked the question.
I know what the player wants. I know what the tournament needs. I know what the sponsor needs, so I can find the right balance and say to each of them, we can go to that point, but beyond that line, we cannot. You're exaggerating, or stop, or so. So it's sometimes it's difficult. Yeah, sometimes it's difficult to find the right balance, because they don't understand, or they don't see, or when you are too selfish, then it destroys the relationship, but not only in sports, also in private life. No, you have to give, not only take. I am an advocate of the extended arm, but not only to take. You have to give also.
Exactly.
And that's the concept, and we have to accept and to understand, and the players have to understand they cannot only take, they have to give, and the sponsors the same, and we are responsible to explaining that to the players. That's why you are in my team. Thank you very much. You spend time sometimes pulling your hair, because you are frustrated also with some players that don't understand. But we have to educate them. The ones that don't understand, we have to educate them. And because we know the business, I don't ask the players to run my business. On the contrary, I don't tell them how to hit their forehand or backhand. So they have to respect me as much as I respect them in their mutual business. So when I tell the players we have to do that, because the fans want it, the sponsor want it, they have to give also, not only take. And takes time sometimes and effort, but the more mature players and the ones particularly that come behind the scene or behind the camera, like you, after the career is over, suddenly the light goes on and they say, wow, I see now, I understand, I didn't see before when I was playing. Feli is the same, no? Feli, the first year while he was tournament sports director with me, he said, what's this? I go in the locker room, it looks like a mess. Everybody throws the towels, they don't understand, we have to clean this after, and so on. I said to him, welcome to the club. You were exactly like that when you played. You didn't realize that we have to prepare everything for the next day, and when you come, everything is clean, everything is shiny. But there is a team cleaning after you come and take your shower or you play on the court. And they don't realize. They sometimes live in a bubble. So that's why it's important to educate them. But it should be an education that starts from when they are young already, not at the end. Yeah,
I think that's very much the case. So I'm here to 100% confirm this, that I've said that many, many times last year already, when I got this job, that only if I seen everything while I was still playing, because it is another world when you come to this side of the chair and the camera and the mic and understand what a privilege it is to be there as a player and have that opportunity to play this incredible event, and how much goes behind the scenes.
And you change your chip suddenly, and like, the mutual respect grows from there, because 100%. Understanding each other
100%. And I would like to think Feli and we were not the ones that were demanding as much, and still we felt so bad how many times I would have reacted completely different now, knowing what I know, what it takes to make this tournament, but not only this tournament, any events.
You were behaving like a half spoiled player, not a totally spoiled.
I get a half. I don't get the full punishment. No, but honestly, when you see it from this side, you just realize what a privilege it is for the players, and especially these days with everything they have. One question on that. Do the demands and kind of expectations from the new generation grow and change because of, I guess, the teams are bigger, the social media, and putting even more pressure on the tournaments in a way? Or is it the same?
Yeah, I think it's the evolution of the times. The players travel with much more people around them. Before it was one coach, and maybe
if I brought a physio, there was already like
exactly. Wow.
Don't overdo it.
Now they come with. We have sometimes players that ask us for seven hotel rooms. Imagine, so it's another dimension.
Another concept.
Just
because I feel like we could talk all day, and I know your time is very, very precious. Going back to 2002, and where you are right now. As Gerard, what is the most thing that you are the most proud of saying, yeah, well done. I didn't think I was going to be able to do this.
The thing is that my colleagues, my peers from other tournaments, they come here this week, they are here and they all congratulate me and they say, wow, it's a nice event, congratulations. And we love to come to Madrid, we love the tournament. And that's the biggest satisfaction, that people give us congratulations, not to me only, but to the team, and that's the best reward, because that's what you feel, that you have done something right, and that people are happy. My key word is we make people happy during these 2 weeks, and my team does that together with me. We want to make people happy, and when they leave in the evening with a smile, we have done the job.
When is the time for you after the tournament to kind of go like, you can actually relax and say, okay, is job good done? Let's focus on next year.
The day of the ceremony, the finals, we can let down a little bit the attention and the stress level, but we are a little bit sick in the mind. We think about the next year, the next
so it never stops.
Generation. No, it's a rolling ball always. But it's okay. It means we are alive.
Yes. Talking about alive and looking ahead of the future, last question. We discussed the traditions, innovations. Where would you like for the tournament to be, let's say, in 5-6 years from now?
They always ask me, you want to become a Grand Slam? You are like, I say, why put a limit at Grand Slam? Let's try to become a bigger slam, super slam.
You heard it.
No limits. No limits. We just need the right partners.
Right partners. What about... So Rafa once said a very interesting thing, which I thought was amazing as far as respect goes to all the tournaments, saying, look, one day, because we always talk about the legacy Rafa, Roger, Novak have built over the last 20 years. But he said, look, one day we are not here, but the tournaments keep going.
Exactly. The tournament keeps going, and it's sad for the players or the champions, because people forget them very quickly. We forget them, and new stars come, and we are long enough in the business to know. I mean, last 2 years ago, Bjorn Borg came here. Of course, he's cherished and recognized as the champion he is, but that's it. It's not more than that. The people pass to the next superstar, but thank God, because otherwise we live only with memories.
Exactly.
No?
Yeah.
It's cruel, and I remember a tournament director, I won't say who, said to me once, but 25 years ago, he said, Gerard, it's sad to say, but the players are like buses. Every 20 minutes there is a new one coming. The tournaments stay. The players change. So I think as a player you should not forget that, because you want, of course, to leave your impact and legacy. But time will come where you have to retire. Nobody is eternal. Yeah. And then someone else will come and have the shine, the projector on them, and you will be a spectator. And that gives humility, no?
Yes, very much so. Well, the good thing is that tournaments stay, and I think it's our responsibility and also a privilege to be able to try to improve with year by year, and hopefully in 10, 15 years' time, we can still say we are the best, we are the biggest.
Exactly. On these same seats, I hope they will be renovated in 15 years.
And I was going to say, because you don't like a deja vu effect, so 3-4 years I'm expecting a pink, gold.
At least, some changes, not in 15 years, in 2 years maybe.
Okay, that's the deal. Gerard, thank you so much for your precious time. And it was
pleasure.
An absolute pleasure for myself.
Who is your next victim?
We'll see who I'm going to grill next. We have a strong lineup, but obviously you are the highlight, so we have moved everyone else to wait.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Pleasure.